Well, studying the scores is a basic work of a conductor. It's a very lengthy and complicated kind of study because you have to go into all the elements of the music. You have to analyze the harmonic structure. You have to analyze the form of a piece. You have to know which instrument is playing which note at a given moment. And after all these technical things are in your brain, you have to make up your mind. What does this music mean? What does it express? What do I need to stress and to form to get the meaning of the music from the score to the audience? And it is a process which sometimes people say to me, well, you have conducted this piece 80 times in your life, you don't need. No, you look every time, and every time you find something new. As I do after 65 years of conducting and studying scores, reading carefully not only all the notes, but if there is a dot next to the note or above the note, which gives a different meaning and different way of playing this special note. And slowly collect from the hundreds and thousands of little different details and to collect a common picture of the work. Well, designing programs is a very complex kind of work because on one hand, you have to create a program which interests the audience and moves the audience to come to the concert. On the other hand, you always have to have the element of new or unusual things just to give the audience new visions, new aspects. You have to always to balance that the sum of the different elements of the program is something which is satisfying for the audience. So if you have a very, very complicated piece which is unknown to the audience and may be difficult to digest the first time, you place next to it a very famous soloist to make guaranteed that people will come to hear the soloist. And then they have to listen to the modern piece too. So finally, at least 45 years ago, I bought this in Tokyo. It's fiberglass. It never breaks. It's very light and convenient. For the musicians, of course, you don't need necessarily a baton. You can do it without the baton in the same way. It may be in very fast pieces where you need a high degree of precision. It may be for the musicians defined the moment of the downbeat clearer with the baton than with the hand. So, but it's debatable. I mean, very famous conductors never used a baton, and others used the baton all their life. Yes, it depends. But the magic is not here. The magic is here. Hopefully.